Are you leveraging Facebook stories for your business? Are you seeing who's checking out your Facebook stories? Do you know how much engagement you're getting on your Facebook stories? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain how I help grow a big part of my business using Facebook stories. And get this, it wasn't even somebody that liked or gave me a heart or didn't say a word. So, and this, I'm going to go over that with you tonight on Chavez Live 360, brought to you by Live Masters, where we feel alive by going live, and your journey to video mastery begins here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mike Chavez. Been on a live video journey for over 4.5 years, going live daily with videos just like this to educate and inspire people to use videos, use media, social media, just like this, to connect with each other and share whatever they're sharing, build connections online, amazing relationships. Now here, I'm in broadcasting to you live from the fabulous city of Las Vegas. I see Michael's in the house. He's live with us. So if you're live or coming back to catch the rerun, let me know that you're here. And Michael says, no stories, no stories. Facebook stories are very powerful. It's a good way to get expand your reach online. Even if you're using stories in Instagram or you're using stories in Facebook, it's definitely going to help you. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you how when I share my screen, and I'm going to show you a secret spot. I don't know, not a secret spot. I know about it. I found out about it. A lot of people probably know about it, but you might not know about it. So that's why I'm sharing on this video a section on your Facebook profile where you can go in and you can look at all your Facebook stories, right? So first thing, when you post a Facebook story or an Instagram story, you get 24 hours. So if you're using Facebook stories on Instagram, if you're using Facebook stories on Facebook, put an S in the comments and give me some feedback and let me know if you're leveraging this incredible tool, Facebook stories. Now, they're amazing. You get a great reach, and there are a few things that are unique about stories that can help you kind of see, if your content is on point, if you're getting engagement, and you get to see who is seeing your Facebook stories, right? And you get to actually see who's liking it. You get to see who's hearting it. And then obviously you get to see who's messaging you. And then you get to see the people that are just watching and they're not saying anything, right? So, I mean, I've been doing videos now for 4.5 years, and we would see the views and we would never know who was watching, right? So that is a very cool thing. And I'm going to tell you a story about that as I share my screen here in a moment, and I'll show you where to find the Facebook story archive. If you would like me to show you that, give me your favorite emoji in the comments there. I see, let's see who's here. I'm going to shout you guys out. I see Jerry West is in the house. Let me know your location. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let's see, we have Don Nardi's in the house as well. I know Don's in Massachusetts. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab my screen, and I'm going to show you where you guys can find your Facebook story archive. Now, this is when I tell you the story about how I leveraged this for somebody that I knew that I had a relationship with. It was really cool. So let's see here. All right, so there's my profile. All right, so let's see here. I see the comments are coming through my notifications here. All right, so here's my profile. Right underneath the profile where it has your description there, where it says post about, you're going to go all the way over to the right and click more, and then come down and it says story archives. Okay, so here's all your story archives, and then it gives you the date right here, and then it tells you how many people have viewed it, right? So here it gives you the number of people that viewed this. And then it also does more. Once you click on it, it does more. Now, I do want to state this real quick. This is, I'm sharing my screen from my desktop, and the version on the phones are different, okay? You can go into story archives on your phone. There's another way to do that. It's basically the same way. You go into your profile and you go into the story archive. You go into archives, then you go to stories. But the difference here is when you click on this right here, it shows you how many people are watching. And the difference between the mobile version and the computer version is when you click on the computer version, okay, so I muted it. Now I'm going to pause this right here. All I can do is see who saw it on the desktop version and who engaged. Now on your phones, you could actually go down to the bottom and share your old archives, your old stories. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just going to walk through real quick and kind of show you what you can see. Now, this was yesterday. This is, I mean, you guys have probably seen this. If you do stories, you already see the names of the people and you see what they did, right? They engaged. Okay. Right. You see that. But what's cool about the archives is this was just yesterday. So let me go back here. I'm going to go back. Now you can track, right, what kind of posts are doing better. Now I will say that polls are really good, get a lot of engagement, and I'll tell you why it's important on those. Let's see here. Now I like to just kind of scroll through. Now this one right here on the jump rope, there was 176 views. That was pretty cool. So all right, I'm going to tell you the story now of how I actually, just let me grab one of these for an example. This is an interesting one. I like this one. This is the story here. Let me grab a story and I'll show you of how I actually leveraged one of these for somebody that didn't even engage on it. Okay. So here, I'll go ahead. I'm just going to plug exactly what it was for. Okay. All right. So now there was 170 viewers on this one here. Okay. Now you can see I got the reason there were so many views is there was lots of engagement, right? I got lots of hearts. I got lots of love. Now I can see who engaged, but I could also see who didn't engage. Okay. And so what I did one time is I went through this list of people who didn't engage on a post like this. And I was doing a story, actually. I was doing a story at Costco, and I was talking about vitamins. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'll come back to you guys and see who's here. I was doing this Facebook story, okay? And what I did was I was going around the Costco, and I was doing my story, talking about supplements and stuff. And my friend that I hadn't talked to in like 6 or 7 months, I saw that she saw the story, and she didn't engage on it or anything. So I just sent her a message, because when you're in Facebook story, you can go right to Facebook Messenger and send somebody a message because you're right there. And I said, "Hey, stranger." And then she messaged me back and she said, "Hey, Vitamin Man." I'm like, "What?" So then she started asking me a bunch of questions about what I was doing. And she's a huge networker, and that led to a pretty significant part of my business a couple of years ago. So, you could pay attention to your Facebook stories and leverage, and stay connected to people that are, engaging on your Facebook stories. And here's another thing why the Facebook stories are so important, because so when you post stuff on your personal page and then you post stuff on your Facebook stories, and then you message people. Now, if every time somebody gives you a heart, every time somebody puts a comment, every time somebody votes on your story, it goes right into the Messenger algorithm, and that's all connected, right? And so it boosts, right? So the more, obviously, just like on the Facebook walls, the more engagement it gets, the more relevant that Facebook believes that it is, and it's going to show it to more of your friends. So Facebook stories are an amazing tool to stay connected and really show kind of behind the scenes of your life and what you're doing, what you're up to, what you're sharing. And not only that, and I have done this many, many times. I've been posting Facebook stories. I think they came out on Instagram first, and then Facebook copied. It was funny because at one time I think Instagram was like the testing ground for Facebook, right? They would test stuff there first, and then Facebook would use it. So at one time there were stories on Instagram, but not Facebook, right? And so I think it was maybe 2.5, 3 years, 3 years ago, Facebook stories came on Facebook. I don't know. I should look that up. But there's a lot in the archives. And when you scroll down, there's a lot. And so I also, too, if you're not backing up all those, if you don't have those all backed up, not just on your phone, there's a place in your Facebook profile where you can go and download all your stories that you've ever done. You can download all your videos. You can download all your pictures. You can download so many different things. And there's so many cool things to make sure that you're saving all your data on here, because, creating this content, making these videos and everything. I've made thousands and thousands of videos here, but I got them all backed up and I got them all saved, because once I put it up there, it doesn't belong to me anymore unless I back it up, unless I save it. So anyways, Facebook stories are amazing and they're totally awesome. I love them. It's just a really cool way to stay connected to your Facebook friends and show them what you're doing in an authentic way. And really, isn't that what social media is all about? People just want to kind of see what you're up to. And if you're doing fun and exciting things, people are going to want to check in with you and make sure that, it's all good, right? So anyways, at the end of all of my live videos, I always throw out an open invitation to continue the conversation about learning how to leverage all of the cool tools and fun things like Facebook stories. Like, some people don't even know how to make a Facebook story. And I just take it for granted that it's really super cinchy and easy for me just to whip out my phone and just put the music on there and put the letters and put the GIFs and do all the dancing. And people are like, how do you do that? So if that's you, or you know anybody that's struggling to learn how to do the Facebook stories, they're so much fun. So reach out in our community live masters in here, and coming up in a couple of weeks, we're going to have a video challenge, and we are going to implement Facebook stories, teaching people a little bit more on how to leverage and use Facebook stories, actually create them to attract people. So stay tuned for more of that. And if you want instant access to Live Masters, where we have, oh my goodness, there's like 60 or 70 videos in there right now that you can start working on your video skills. And it's free. Go check it out. And then we'll see you soon tomorrow on a brand new video. If you want me to talk about a specific topic or something that you would like help with on social media, reach out to me or put it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to make a video. I don't have all the answers. I absolutely don't. But when a friend of mine, or I'm working on something, or I'm trying to figure out something, we mastermind together as friends here. Some most incredible friends here online. That's how you figure stuff out. You try it and it doesn't work, and you just keep doing it. And like I always say in my videos, right? After thousands of videos, the coolest part is they're never the same. Not one is ever the same. Robert Brooker, see? Robert does not get an opportunity to show up on all of my live streams, but he does come in and check in periodically. And Robert, you're amazing. Thank you for all your comments. Robert is known as the Comment King, and you can plainly see why. I love you, brother. I love you to pieces. I really do. Thank you for tuning in. When you give your eyeballs and your ears to me, it really humbles me and blesses me that you've given me the most important thing that you have in your life, and that's this moment. And the moments that you spent with me on this video, live or on the replay, you're not getting them back. You spent them with me, and I'll never take that for granted. God bless you. Stay safe and healthy. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.